What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and we are back for the 5th and final part of our Ubers Pokemon Showdown session. It's been a lot of fun so far. There's been some ups and some downs and hacks in just about every single episode. Plenty of salt. It's just been a lot of stuff going on, and it's all in good fun. I'm just kind of fooling around here. I don't really know the meta that well. I'm not a very good Ubers player. I don't really know how to construct a decent Ubers team, and I just threw random things together and basically tried to see if it would work, and it has for the most part so far, which is kind of interesting in itself. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Yeah, so we're just going to get into the final part here. Before we get started though, if you can, if you would like to show some support to the channel, to the series, all of that good stuff, all you got to do is click that thumbs up button right below this video. It does help out a lot. I can't stress that enough. It really, really does. And it only takes 2 seconds to do. And I know that I myself, when I'm watching other people's videos, if they don't remind me to click the thumbs up button or leave a comment, I often forget because you don't think about it. You just sit, you watch the video, you have a nice time, whatever it may be, and then you just click off and do other things. So sometimes the reminder is nice. Yeah, so I'll just stop talking about that now because we're here for some Pokemon battles, or a Pokemon battle, provided we don't have any more forfeits, and if Showdown can find us a battle, which would be the best thing that could happen right now. There we go. This is the first time in this session that I'm seeing Yveltal, which is kind of crazy. I figured I would just be seeing it all over the place. I kind of wanted to use one myself, but have not. So we got Arceus, Yveltal, Mega Gengar, Deoxys Defense, Giratina Origin form, and then Shaman Sky, which Shaman Sky I've been seeing all over the place too. And Mega Gengar also is very, very popular. I know that's the current suspect test that's going on right now, so I'm not really that curious to see if it gets banned. I don't really care because I don't play Ubers really at all, but it's, I don't know. I don't know what it is. We're going to start off with Tim here, and he's going to start off with his Deoxys Defense. Now, if it has Taunt, he's going to go for it here. Now, I think I just want a Toxic. He's going to set up rocks. I'm going to Toxic. So that is a better scenario for me because even if he has recovery, he's going to be taking that residual damage. And we can go into when we can recover off the residual, or not the residual, the passive damage from the Stealth Rocks and Defog as he goes for the knockoff to get rid of our, what did I have? Did I even give you an item? Oh, you have the Pixie Play that can't be knocked off. I was like, oh, it's Arceus. I just derped there. I'm sorry. It happens all the time. If you have been on the channel for any period of time, even if it's been, this is the first video that you're watching, you'll know that I do this all the time. That's just what it is. That's what happens when you're playing Pokemon, you're trying to think about what's going on in the battle, and you're trying to commentate it and make sense and be informational and entertaining and not that I'm any of those things, but I'm attempting to. We're going to go over the Defog, because that seems like the play to make here. I don't want any entry hazards. No Stealth Rocks. Okay, you can just set up spikes. Fine. Fine, you're just taking damage. You are just taking damage. I'm going to Judgment you here, because I don't know. Are you going to get cheeky and switch in your Giratina or your Yveltal? That would be awesome. No, he's going to stay in, take 37%. And he's going to... What? What in the world just happened? It had red card. Okay, I was about to say, did he just use what I thought he just used? That's just, I don't know. Kind of crazy. Thankfully, he set up the Stealth Rock afterwards, so Ho didn't get hurt by it. But, yeah. We're going to go back into Wen here. He's going to go down to Toxic damage and set up more hazards. He's going to T-Wave. Oh, so whatever comes in is going to outspeed. I've grown to really, really dislike, whatchamacallit, T-Wave users. Or just T-Wave in general, not T-Wave users. Sludge Bomb is going to one-shot us, so I have to keep these spikes up. Which really, actually, we can't switch, can we? No, it has Levitate. Hasn't evolved yet. Hasn't Mega evolved yet. Sorry. Sorry. Question is, what do we switch into? We don't really have much of a switch, do we? Gengar just poops on my entire team. But Sludge Bomb is definitely coming. I don't really have a switch in. I mean, I could try to be cheeky and switch in Jinzo here. But he's going to Shadow Ball me. Actually, no, we are going to be cheeky. We're going to be cheeky and switch in Jinzo. on a predicted Sludge Bomb. Go for the Sludge Bomb. Yes. All right. Not that that was a like crazy prediction, and that was pretty obvious. But now you're going to go for a Shadow Ball. I really hope you don't have Willow. I mean, I have Lumberry, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. I would like to go for a Shift Gear because you don't really have that much that you would like to switch in. And we don't outspeed unless we get this Shift Gear up, so I'm going to go for it. He's going to switch in the Giratina, which might pack the Will-O-Wisp here, but I'm fine with that because I'm just going to Iron Head you, and I've got the Lumberry protecting me from said Will-O-Wisps. I don't care about burns. 57%! There's the Willow. It connects, which is fine because we have our Lumberry. So now we can Iron Head again, and something is going to die. Something is dying. You're going to have to sack something. He's just going to sack his Giratina, and that is unfortunate for him. I mean, that's great for us. That Giratina out of the way, that is fantastic. The Shaman Sky is going to come in. Huh, why would you bring that in unless you're confident that we can't one-shot you? You probably have HP Fire, maybe? I don't know. I haven't had that much of an issue with these things yet, but I don't know. I haven't really been able to figure out what they do. I mean, other than Leech Seed, I think that's the only thing I've seen. I guess Air Slash, maybe Seed Flare. I feel like HP Fire could be a thing to take on Steel types, and specifically Jinzo-ish type Genesect things. We're going to go for the Iron Head. At 92%, and he goes for the Air Slash, not the HP Fire. Okay. Well, now, I'm not going to go for Extreme Speed because we already outspeed. I don't think this thing gets any type of priority. And that Gengar's still around, so if he wants to be cheeky and switch that in, I've been saying cheeky lots, but apparently that is the word of the day. And he's going to turn the battle timer off. Maybe he's noticing that I'm just choosing my moves fairly quickly. I'm kind of not, though. I'm kind of taking my time. He's going to switch in the Veltal here, which can probably still live a hit. Which is kind of stinky. But I don't have much of a reason to switch out here. I might as well just deal as much damage as possible, so we're going to go for the Iron Head. I don't think that'll kill. 73%! We don't get any flinches. It would have helped to get a flinch on one of those two moves with a 30% chance, but we don't get it, which is fine. Can't be relying on RNG to do everything. That's not cool. Now, I really want to go into Wen here and try to get a Defog off. I really, really do. I don't know if that's going to be possible. But we're not in the clear here by any means. That Mega Gengar and the Arceus and the Yveltal, probably those three Pokemon are the three most threatening things. I'm going to try. He's either just going to one-shot us here, or I don't know. Or he's going to, yeah. Oh, we survived! We survived! And we get the Defog off and the Deoxys is dead. Yes, that's perfect! That's perfect! When surviving the Oblivion Wing, I love it. Now we can recover, but it's not going to matter because we get outsped, and Oblivion Wing just, yeah, destroys us. We were at 5%! 5%! We're not living that! It's not happening. Now, unfortunately, this Yveltal's got back up to 67% of its max HP because of freaking Oblivion Wing. And there's not much we can do about it. But what we can do is go into something that will poop on it. Actually, I don't really have much. He's probably packing the Dark Pulse for Kane here. So I guess we're going into Aurora for our naturally high special defense. And we're going to go for a Sacred Fire. And hopefully get a burn on something. Because that residual damage is going to help out a lot. He's got the Sucker Punch, actually, which is not a bad move to carry. Now, Sucker Punch isn't going to be doing a whole lot. You're not quite going to go down to a burn here. Not quite. I kind of want to just roost up. Because you're offensive, obviously. So I'm pretty sure you should outspeed us here. So I'm going to go for the roost. Goes for the Sucker Punch. And we get the roost off, so that's great. Now you might go for an attacking type move. That's not Sucker Punch, I should say. So I really don't want to switch anything in because my other three Pokemon are weak to Dark. I feel like that's what you're going to go for. I had the Regenerator, so I could have just switched out there. But, yeah, let's go for the Roost. We're going to go for the Roost. Actually, he could switch in here. He could switch something in. No, he's going to go for the Dark Pulse. Okay. Oh, we get the flinch. Okay. You're going to go down to the burn, which is great, but we don't get back up to full HP, which is just kind of stinky. Because that Mega Gengar is still at full health. The Arceus is going to come in, and it's Extreme Killer Arceus, and that's not okay. What are your coverage moves? I have no idea, other than Extreme Speed. Maybe, like, Swords Dance. That's not a coverage move, but that's a move. I kind of want to go into Kane here. Because I have the Willow, so that's what we're doing. We can Dragon Tail you if you want to set up Swords Dances. Alright, we're Dragon Tailing. Or are we Willowing? What is the best thing to do? Maybe Willow and then Dragon Tail? We're going to Willow first. There's the Shadow Claw, which gets a crit. Awesome. Why? Is it just me, or am I getting hacked out like crazy in this session, just in general? Man, like all of the untimely things are happening. So we got Shadow Claw. It definitely has Extreme Speed. So what? I basically need to hope for a burn. I have to hope for RNG. That's not really what I want to do. Or I can go into Tim and Toxic it, because Tim's not going to have any use on Mega Gengar, so let's do that. Because Tim, we can afford to lose. Sorry, Tim, but it's the truth. We're going to Toxic here. And we're not going to live 2 hits anyway. Shadow Claw. Wow, we barely survive. Barely. So he's going to take Toxic damage this turn, then Life Orb and Toxic again. That is actually pretty cool. We're going to recover in the off chance you want to go for a Swords Dance. No, he's just going to go for Shadow Claw because, yeah, in case I wanted to switch in Mewtwo, which I would never do. We have to go into Aurora here. I don't think Mewtwo's taking a Shadow Ball from a Mega Gengar. I mean, if we can, then Psy Strike will kill it. So that's what it's going to come down to here. We're going to go into Aurora because I don't know if we can take an Extreme Speed. We're fully invested, though, but it's +2. It's tricky. Tricky situation. We have to go for the Sacred Fire. Try to get as much damage off as possible. Plus Life Orb, plus Toxic damage. I think it'll go down here. We actually survived that. And we missed the Sacred Fire. Are you kidding me? Really? 95% accuracy. I should have went for the Brave Bird. I'm stupid. That was my fault. That was my fault. That is what I get for being a silly person. He's going to go down here regardless because of Toxic and Life Orb. But, oh my goodness. I just can't believe some of the stuff that's happening. The off chance he's going to want to bring in this Gengar here, which I don't think he will. I'm going to go for EQ. No, he's going to go for the Extreme Speed, and he gets a crit. It's meaningless, so that doesn't mean anything. Just the fact that he got it is a little bit ridiculous, but I'm not going to just complain about it because, yeah. But the Salt, let me just tell you guys that I've recorded all these videos, this whole session, all at once. All 5 videos, back to back to back to back. And the Salt levels have just been building and building and building. And yeah, I'm sure if you go back and you watch the videos in succession, which I will do when I'm editing them, editing them in a little bit, I'm sure you'll just be able to tell. It's just like my tolerance level and the Salt is just getting worse and worse and worse. So basically this entire match is going to come down to, can Mega Mewtwo Y, which is only invested in its physical defense, I mean NHP obviously, can we survive a Shadow Ball and kill this thing with a Psy Strike? We shall see. There's the Shadow Ball. We live with 34% of our HP, and Psy Strike takes out the Mega Gengar, so we get the victory. Better make sure I give this guy a GG, because I keep forgetting to do the GGs. I don't know why that is a thing. I'm just not used to doing it. I guess because I'm used to like Wi-Fi battling, and then I just do that on Twitter or whatever, not actually in a chat or anything. Anyway, that is going to be the end of our Ubers session. So we came out with only 1 loss through 5 episodes, which I honestly don't know how that happened. We were able to ladder up a little bit, up to 12-11, which is not high by any means. It's not even really average, but it's not bad for just a couple of battles, but it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. If you did, make sure you're leaving a thumbs up rating on the video. Make sure you're telling me in the comment section below. You can also Let me know what your suggestions are or anything that you want to say. You can always do that on Twitter as well. I don't mention it as much because I feel like it's just spammy for me to just tell you, oh, follow me on Twitter, blah, blah, blah. That gets annoying after a while, but if you guys do want to reach me, that's probably the easiest way, and I always leave that in the description of every video, so if you want to talk about strategies or whatever it may be, that is the place to do it. So with that being said, like I said, probably 146.37 times. I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you enjoyed the session, and I will see you all for the next one. But until then, game on.